What do dreams mean? The human brain can be hard to decipher sometimes. This couldn't be more true when it comes to trying to uncover the potential meanings behind our dreams. When you go to sleep, your mind starts playing out personalized stories in your head. One that is often abstract and full of confusing and contradicting imagery. As strange as our dreams may be, it may surprise you to learn that a lot of dreams people experience actually share common threads and themes among multiple individuals. In a 2003 study of the dreams of Canadian university students Tori A. Nielsen and other researchers discovered a number of recurring themes and images that cropped up more commonly in their participants' dreams than others. But what do these dream themes mean? Before we continue, it would make our dreams come true if you chose to subscribe to Bestie, and be sure to ring the notification bell to stay up to date on our daily videos and content. In the 2003 Canadian study, researchers distributed a questionnaire consisting of 55 questions to Canadian students, asking them to report on topics, subjects, and experiences that they remember having dreams about in the past. After tallying the results, the researchers found that a significantly larger number of students reported having experienced similar dreams at one point or another. Among both male and female students who participated in the questionnaire, over 60% were able to recount dreams about being chased, dreams about falling, and dreams about being in school or studying. What's more, the researchers also came to the conclusion that individual participants in the questionnaire often had patterns of thematic through lines that occurred throughout multiple dreams they experienced. For example, if you had dreams about being naked in public as well as dreams in which you can't find a washroom, the chances are you might be struggling with feelings of personal embarrassment. In this case, we can see two different types of dreams that appear to be motivated and driven by the same underlying theme or emotion. Of course, some types of dreams aren't as immediately apparent in their meanings as others, and when dealing with something as strange and as cryptic as unconscious minds, there's always going to be a lot of room for debate, speculation, and interpretation. If you dream about falling, is that just your subconscious brain expressing your fear of heights? Or is it something deeper? Just for fun, let's take a look at some of the most common dreams according to this 2003 survey, and see what experts in the field of dream analysis have to say about them. Dreams about falling. Have you ever had a dream in which you were falling from a great height, only to suddenly jerk yourself awake with enough force that you practically fling yourself out of bed? According to the 2003 questionnaire, dreams about falling were one of the most common types of dreams reported. But they could have more cause behind them than just a simple fear of skydiving. According to the Dream Dictionary, researchers say that the average person will have more than 5 falling-related dreams over the course of their lifetime. So what makes this particular genre of dreaming so unusually common? In some cases, the reason you dream about falling might actually be more biology than it is psychology. As we drift off and go to sleep after a long day, our bodies briefly enter a transitional state between being awake and being asleep, known as the hypnagogic state. When we enter this state, our brain may interpret the feeling of our muscles relaxing as a sensation of falling, causing our bodies to violently twitch awake in what's known as hypnagogic jerk. According to one hypothesis, this involuntary response could be a holdover from our pre-evolutionary days as tree-dwelling primates. When falling asleep at the wrong place or time could result in a very real fall for our ancient ancestors. That might not be the only possible cause for this phenomenon, however. In her interview with the Huffington Post, Dr. Kathleen O'Connor suggests that if you're commonly experiencing dreams about falling, it may indicate that you're experiencing what feels like loss of control in your waking life, whether it be related to work, finances, relationships, or even your physical health. If that is indeed the case, O'Connor goes on to suggest that rather than fight against these falling dreams, you should instead try to embrace them, according to O'Connor. If dreams of falling bring up feelings of vulnerability and fear, realize that the goal is not to avoid them, but rather to work with those dreams in your waking state to deal with the fears around the situation so you can regain your balance. The next time you have a dream about falling, think long and hard about what might have triggered it. The answer might not be as obvious as you expect. Dreams about being chased. How often do you have nightmares in which something is chasing or pursuing you? In the 2003 questionnaire, dreams about being chased weren't simply among the most popular dreams shared among participants. They were at the very top of the list. With dreams about being chased being such a common shared experience, there should be an equally common experience that would trigger them when we go to sleep, right? According to psychotherapist Richard Nicoletti, dreaming about being chased might be your mind denoting the fact that you are trying to avoid something. If that sounds a little on the nose, Nicoletti also says pay attention to just what exactly is chasing you in these dreams. Is it a man? Is it a woman? An animal? Maybe you can't even see what's chasing you in your dreams. All you know is that something is behind you, that you feel the desperate need to get away from. The nature of what's chasing you in your dreams may be able to provide some insight into what you're running from in your real life. Whether it's a painful memory, an uncomfortable situation, or even your own emotions. According to Nicoletti, a dream about being chased might be intended as a subliminal wake-up call, a sign that it's time for you to stop running in the real world and confront whatever it is that you've been trying to avoid for so long. Dreams about school. In the United States and Canada, children and teens can expect to spend at least 11 years within the school system, so it stands to reason that the topic of education would weigh heavily on our subconscious minds. In addition to the 2003 survey, another study conducted in 2014 determined that dreams about being in school ranked among the top 5 most frequent categories for dreaming, even among adults who have been out of school for decades. What's more, people who have dreams about being back in school rarely describe it as a positive experience. Being late for class, lost in school hallways, or unprepared for a quiz or test are all common occurrences that people recount in their dreams about schooling. So what is it about these school-related dreams that makes them persist for so long? Potentially even years and years after we've long since graduated. According to Michael R. Olson, an expert on the topic of dreams and unconscious intelligence, dreams related to school can potentially have something to do with your own feelings of identity. On his blog, Olson writes, "Our time in school has great influence on shaping our personality. There are many rules locked in on how to think and behave, not least rules on how to think about ourselves." Olson goes on to say that the different aspects of school life represented in the dream might also be related to different facets of your identity. He suggests that your relationship with your teachers in your dream might reflect your current relationship with other figures of authority, and the classmates within your school dreams could have something to do with the aspects of your personality that you might not be completely in touch with at the moment. Olson strongly encourages people who experience school-related dreams to pay attention to whatever memorable details emerge from them, and to pay attention to what age you are presented as in your school dreams, as the dream could be a representative of a specific moment or time period in your early formative life. Dreaming can be a strange experience full of abstract thoughts, images, and ideas that might not always appear to make a whole lot of sense. However, by unpacking and analyzing certain aspects of our dreams, it is possible to theorize and develop hypotheses on what some of the imagery from our dreams could potentially be alluding to. And by looking at what recurring themes and aspects of dreams appear most commonly across multiple dreamers, we can potentially hope to find a common through line that links the themes of these dreams together, bringing us one step closer to deciphering the overall meaning. If you've ever experienced any of the types of dreams we've covered here, then we hope that this new information was able to possibly shed some insight on what your brain might be trying to tell you. Until next time, sweet dreams. What do you think about the dreams we discussed here? Would you be interested in more videos on this topic in the future? If so, be sure to let us know in the comments. If you happen to know anyone who might find this video interesting, be sure to share it with them as well. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and share with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.